My house expired, now what? Hi, I'm Becca Summers with Seasons Real Estate, and on this channel we talk about everything Utah and real estate. So if you found this video, it's probably because you Googled something along the lines of my house expired, now what do I do? So what it means to have your house expired means you had your house on the market, you tried to sell it, it didn't sell, your contract expired, and now you're a free agent looking for a new agent to hire or reevaluating your plans. Typically when a home expires, most sellers are upset because they didn't achieve the goal that they were looking for. Now occasionally a house expires because people's life change and their plans change, but oftentimes if you had a goal to sell your house and you didn't sell your house, you're probably a little disappointed. So what I would recommend, the first thing to do is interview top producing realtors. Because top producing realtors get you way different results and better results than maybe just a friend or the first person you thought of when you were going to sell your house in the first place. The reason why is they have time-tested, proven tricks and tactics to get your house actually sold. So I like to help sellers sell their house after their home has expired because I like to bring back their faith in realtors. Because once you've had an experience that wasn't fantastic and didn't get the goals you wanted, it's always a little bit harder to trust that next realtor. So I have proven techniques that have helped my sellers that have been listed multiple times get offers and get their home sold so they can continue on their plan with their dreams. So what are these things? When it comes to a house that didn't sell, there's typically three things. The first one is pricing. Pricing is probably the most complicated thing of real estate because it's an art and a science mixed into one. Because it's an emotional decision for the buyer and an emotional decision for the seller, and then we have the appraiser come in to kind of validate numbers. So we need to make sure that we're in the same realm of similar homes. So I spend a ton of time doing research on this homes that are similar to yours that have already sold. And not just on the MLS research, I actually call the buyer's agents and listing agents to find out what interesting things were about that house, why that house sold for so much more, why that house sold for less, or any additional information that's going to help us through this process. Now, knowing that information always also helps me when it comes time to have an appraisal done on the property because I can help explain to the appraiser why these comparables sold for these prices because I have more information than you typically get just looking at the MLS. Then the next piece is marketing a house and making sure it has fantastic exposure. 50% of buyers find the house they actually bought online, so we really need to focus on that online exposure. So that's everything from photos, 3D tours, video walkthrough, and the copywriting to capture attention. The next largest piece of where buyers find their home is through their real estate agent. So that's where I use real estate terms and lingo and marketing to attract realtors to bring their buyers to my property. So that's over 75% are those two areas, and that's where we really focus in. After that, there's open houses, there's for sale signs, there's neighborhood marketing, campaign marketing, a ton of other things that I can tweak and make for houses, but it all depends on what the particular house is. And then the third one is making sure that the condition matches the price. So during my initial consultation, I go through the whole process and explain what items you should update and what items you shouldn't update. Because when it comes down to it, we are confined to the appraisal value because about only 13% of purchases in Utah were cash. So the likelihood we'll have a cash buyer is pretty small, so we need to make sure that we are appealing to the broadest market possible. So with that, we're going to do upgrades that all of those buyers want and maybe not the upgrades that aren't going to get you the return on your investment. So those are simple things like staging and decluttering and packing and deep cleaning, or even doing paint and carpet. It really depends on your house and what your neighbors are selling for. So if you are looking to sell your house and you are frustrated with your previous process, reach out. I'd love to show you what we do. And ultimately, if I come out, tell you everything, and you're not happy with that, you don't have to hire me, but now you have a lot more tools in the tool belt to guide you through the process.